Hey guys, it's Kyra, and today I have another bracelet tutorial for y'all. I have this Arrowhead friendship bracelet. This is my more recent one, and it's like my favorite one to wear right now. So, this uses 6 colors, and so, this one I have 3 shades of blue, 4 shades of blue. I have like a middle, a really dark, another like middle tone, I guess, like placing them from like dark to light. I have like a light, second to light, and then like a second to dark, and then like a really super dark, and then a peach and a yellow. And so this has 6 colors, which means you're going to need 6 strings, or if you're not going to make a loop with them, 12 strings, 2 of each color. And so, I have my bracelet stuff that I put in a fancy container. Oh, fancy. So I'm just gonna real quick pick out the colors I'm gonna use for this tutorial. Okay, so if you're looking at these colors, they all kind of look similar. Like these 3 look like they're basically the same color, and then these ones do too. But I'm going to be putting them together, and they're not going to look so much like once your bracelet is done. So I'm going to cut these, and I usually do the wingspan of me, like my wingspan. And so I'm like 5'4"-ish, and then I always give like an extra 10 or so inches. So probably 5 feet, like 14, 15 inches or something like that. That's what I usually do. With this pink one, I'm going to cut a little bit longer because I want to make a loop with this one. So I'm probably going to do like 5 foot 30 inches, just so that I have enough to make a nice loop at the top. And if you guys want to know how to make the loop, feel free to tell me down in the comments below, and I'll look into making a video about those. So this one's going to be longer than the rest of mine, and then I just have to cut the rest of these the length of my wingspan. So I don't know if I said this or not, but I picked out 2 gradients, and that's like 2 sets of colors. So like these ones all kind of like, it's kind of like an ombre, and then these ones are too, so I have like 2 sets of those. So I'm gonna cut my strings now. Okay guys, so I finished my loop and just retaped it down so that my loop's not gonna come up when I'm making my bracelet, and I've set my strings out so that it's in the order that I want it to be. And so I have my lighter pink on the outside, and then it goes to my darker pink, and then my lighter green to my darker green. And it's like really hard to tell, like, how do you know it's like that? It just is right now. The pinks and the greens are really close together in color. But what we're gonna do is, this is a 1-2 pattern. So a 1-2 pattern, you have your groups of strings. And so these 2 are a pair, and then these 2 are a pair, and then these 2 are a pair. So you have 6 pairs. So 1 pair, 2 pair, or 2, 4, 6 pairs. And so with our first pair, we're going to be doing a forward knot, bringing this string, the one that I made my loop with, closer towards the middle. And so once we do that, these 2 switch places. Now between these next 2 strings, we're going to do a forward knot, and I'm doing it with my paint. Whenever you do forward knots, you're always going to be using this string that's on your left. There's no exception for that. Then those 2 switch places. Now between these 2, make a forward knot. And it's gonna be really weird at the beginning because like my loop's moving as I pull, but that's just the way it's gonna be. And so all your strings should have switched places. So your darkest string is, or your lightest string, sorry, is now the second string instead of the first string. And then this, your darkest pink is now swapped, and same with your middle and darker green. Now we're on the other side, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do backward knots instead to bring these ones towards the middle. So just do backward knots, and always do a backward knot with the string on the right. And then these two switch places. Next with these two, so make a backward knot with the pink string. And then do the same with your last pair. Okay, we've done that now, and with 1-2 patterns, the first row you're using all your strings in pairs, and I'm going to reorganize these so that you can view them better. But you work in pairs, and you always work in pairs. And so if I was to keep working in these same pairs the whole time, you'd get like stringy bits. But we don't want that. So in order to get the pairs that we haven't used, we set these two strings off to the side. And we're not even gonna like bother with them. So I'll move them up so that it's easier. And so just move these up and away. Now we have to repair our strings. So these two are pairs. Oops, stay over there. These two are pairs, and then the two in the middle are pairs. And I'm gonna just do the two in the middle first to get them out of the way because this is the hardest part, connecting your loop. So I'm gonna do this one first, and this is just going to be a forward knot or a backward knot, or forward backward knot or backward forward knot. Whenever you do have two of the same colors, it can be whatever knot you want it to be. Just keep it consistent. This is the hardest part, so I might be here for a while. Okay, I got that to the best of my ability. So we're gonna call it and say that I did it. So these two switch places. So we're done with these two, so I'm gonna just like throw these ones up too. But I just did those two middle ones to get them out of the way because those ones are the hardest ones for me to do. So if you have your middle ones, do a forward, backward knot, backward, forward knot, backward knot, whatever you want to do in the middle of it. It really doesn't matter. But we're just gonna keep bringing these strings in. So this first pair, we're gonna do a forward knot. And then these two switch places. Now you have these two strings and do a forward knot again. Now if I hadn't done my loop, I'd be in the middle and you would have done a forward knot, whatever knot you want to do. Now I'm on the other side, so I'm going to do backward knots. And then another backward knot over here. And then our second row is done. It was that quick, that simple, and that easy to do. Now we're on our third row, and so you can bring these ones back down, and you can also bring the two that were on the outermost edge and bring those down too. Now you're gonna have to regroup your strings, and once you've regrouped your strings, you can bring them all towards the middle again, which means these ones are going to be forward knots and these ones are going to be backward knots. So I'll meet you back once I've done that. Okay, so I've done my first 3 rows, and so now I can take these 2, because on our even rows we're going to take these outside ones and set them aside. We don't need them right now. And so now I have all of these strings, and so make sure that they're in the right order. They can get messed up, but they should be easy once you're on like your 3rd row to place back into the right order. Sometimes it's worse. But now this is our row where on our bracelet, if you look at it, so we've done 3 rows that all cause it to go out. So I'm gonna bring this closer so that you can see it better. But we've done these 3 rows right here, or right here actually, where they all go outwards. Now we're turning it back in. So if that doesn't make sense, I apologize. We were bringing, if you look right here, I'll use my scissors, that might be easier instead of my big finger. We were doing these rows that brought our strings in. Now we're going to turn it so that we can take it back out, and then we'll have to turn it again before we do or restart the pattern over again. So we're going to do a row where things turn. So we're here, and group your strings again, and you're going to do a forward backward knot. So you start as if you're doing a forward knot and then finish it like a backward knot. And then those 2 stay in the same place. Now with these 2, again, a forward backward knot. So start it as a forward, end it as a backward. And then those 2 shouldn't switch places. Now, since we're in the middle, I'm just going to do a forward knot to keep it consistent all the way down. So forward knot. Now we're on the other side, and we're going to do backward forwards, which is going to cause it to turn out on this side. So start it as a backward knot, then you're going to end it as a forward knot. And then these ones, start it as a backward and end it as a forward. Now our next row, bring these 2 back in, and we're going to bring our rows out for 1 row. So if you regroup your pairs, I just usually set mine off to the side. But we're going to work outward. So we kept working in by doing forward knots on this side and backward knots on this side. Now we're going to do backward knots on this side and forward knots on this side. So if you've regrouped your pairs on this side, take the string on your right and do a backward knot. And this brings the strings back out so you get your arrowhead pattern. And then backward knot again. And make sure you're keeping like the same tension between all of your knots. So if you're doing all your knots loose or looser, keep them all loose. I usually do mine tight. So all my knots are going to be tight. Okay, so I've done my first 3 pairs and we brought our strings out. Now we're with these 3 pairs and we're going to bring them out as well. So do forward knots on each of these 3 pairs. So forward knot there. Forward knot here. And a forward knot here. Okay. Now these two are going to sit out again. Regroup your strings. And so since we turned them so that they would go out, we have to turn them back into the center. So this time we're going to do, instead of the forward, backward knots that we did, we're going to do backward forwards on the right. So, we looked at it, we brought it out that way, so we have to bring it back in. So, do a backward forward, on this side. So these two get backward forwards. Then you have your two in the middle, so do the number 4. Now do forward backwards on this side. And then once you do this last knot, you have to start the pattern back over again. So what we've done is just 6 rows, and then this is just going to repeat the whole way through your bracelet. So that's the video. So you're going to have to rewatch it a couple times, maybe to get the gist of it down, or I'll link the pattern down below, so if you're a pattern person, you can watch it. But this is what your bracelet's gonna look like, and I love the effect of this bracelet. This is my 3rd one I've made. I made this one, and then I made one for a friend for her birthday. And I used some gold embroidery floss, and I really love how that one turned out. I wish I didn't give it away, but it was super pretty. So I hope you guys enjoyed this pattern. I hope you make lots of bracelets like these. If you haven't, please check out my other bracelet tutorials. I have some crochet tutorials as well. Those are like 2 of my hobbies. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Anything I can do to improve my videos in any way, leave those down in the description box below. Hit that subscribe button right there. Yeah, you see it. It's down below, but my little subscribe button, I love it. So please subscribe. Once you subscribe, you can hit that notification bell so that you never miss when I post a new video. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!